11 days until the competition. 11 days to go, and then I step on the stage. I am pumped, but I'm also tired. Stick around because in this video, I'm going to talk about how I feel small. I feel like my body is skinny, but I feel small. I want to talk about that. I want to talk about what other people are saying about how I look very shortly. Alright, welcome back. It is 8:30 in the morning. It is the 22nd of February 2017. I think I'm 11 days out. I'm not good with my calculations because I'm on 0 carbs today and yesterday was low carbs. So I wasn't even going to do this video because I'm tired, I'm physically tired, I'm mentally exhausted. But I decided that everybody needs to see this journey in its raw, authentic form. So this is what you see. This is me, and I'm tired. But I wanted to talk about something which I've been getting a lot in the last 2 or 3 weeks of this competition preparation journey, and that is how I'm starting to feel more and more small. And I feel like I'm not skinny, but I feel small. And other people around me now, like work colleagues, for example, even people that, like some friends, will often say that I look skinny and that I need to start eating more. And so one of the mental battles that you fight when you're doing this comp prep thing is that you're internally battling against feeling like you're not lean enough, and then you're dealing with the external voices of people telling you that you're too lean, or people like to use the word skinny, even though I hate that word skinny because, if you have muscle on you and you're, very low levels of body fat, then you're not skinny, you're lean. But people like to say skinny, so we'll run with skinny for the time being. And so people have been telling me that I look skinny, that I look tiny, that I need to eat more. And I'll often get people that really get upset and say, Brad, you need to stop starving yourself. You need to stop starving yourself and need to start eating more. Now, I'm going to flick over to some photos. I'll flash them up on the screen now. That's what I look like as of 5-6 days ago when I took those photos. And I did some posing here in the lounge room, so I'll flick up that video and you'll get to see that now. That's what I look like 5-6 days ago. I'm a little bit leaner than that now, but people look at that and they say, Brad, you're skinny, you need to eat more. And so I feel like, yes, although I do feel small because I have low levels of body fat now, that I also feel like people are not helping the situation by telling me that I need to eat more, that I need to not starve myself. And here's the reality. I'm not actually starving myself. I'm not actually going to bed hungry. I don't feel like I'm somebody that's in a concentration camp that's, obsessing about the next meal. No, not at all. There are only some days where I feel a little bit hungry, but it doesn't take over my day, it doesn't take over my life. I'm not starving myself, just for the record. But people around me will say, Brad, you need to eat more. Brad, oh look, Brad, I can see your ribs. I've actually had someone say, Brad, I can see your ribs. Now, I'll flick over to a video, or like a little snip, that you'll see that what you're looking at is not my ribs. It's actually my serratus muscles. When you get lean, those muscles start to show. And also, they've also made that comment that I have my ribs protruding, but they're actually abs. That's really funny, but that's honest truth as well. But then when people tell you that you're too lean, you need to eat more, it gets frustrating at times, like most of the time I block it out. I'm like, I realize that, people are just insecure. Like, if you're standing next to somebody and you're eating, brown rice, quinoa, and lean chicken, and they're having a cheeseburger, then it's not going to make them feel very good about themselves. And so the easiest thing for people to do is, rather than kick the cheeseburger and go and eat an apple, is they'll turn to you and say, you need to eat more, you need to relax more, you need to enjoy life, you need to not starve yourself, you need to, be more social. Like, people will just, it's easy to pull someone else down than to build your own building and build the tallest building in town. And so I find that people, like, you will never ever say, like, a lean person would never ever say to somebody that's overweight, hey, you've had 17 cheeseburgers, maybe the 18th one, maybe you want to stop that. Maybe you want to stop at number 18. You've had KFC 4 times this week, maybe you want to have something a little different. Maybe you want to have some lettuce in that hamburger of yours because you don't have enough lettuce. Actually, where's the tomato? Hold on, you've put too much sauce on that. Actually, you have too much olive oil there. Maybe you need to stop eating pizza. Like, someone who's lean would never say that to somebody who's overweight. Oh, hold on a minute. You're gonna die of heart disease or cancer if you keep eating that way. I never, and nobody who's lean will ever say, you need to stop eating. You need to eat this. I never preach that, never. Yet people that are overweight or insecure will always say, you need to eat more. You need to eat more of this. So there's an interesting dynamic that occurs between somebody who's overweight or obese and someone who's lean. And I think it's polarized. And at times it's frustrating, but this is the external voice that is someone who's getting ready for competition. You must block it out. And it's hard at times. It's hard when everybody around you is saying you need to do something, and then you realize, because I've been so antisocial, because comp prep is all about, you give up your life basically. You don't go anywhere, you don't go to restaurants, you don't see your friends because they eat normal food, they eat food from the menu, and you can't do that because you need to know where all of your calories are coming from. You need to know how much protein and how much carb and how much fat you're getting, and because we're going for it's a competition, you need to be more exact with the numbers, you need to be more prudent with what you eat. And so I haven't been seeing anybody, and so it makes it harder when you can't bounce these ideas off anybody else, and all I have is you guys through a camera. So I appreciate it. It's me venting a little bit. So I wanted to talk about that. Feeling small, which is true, I feel small, and then everybody around me telling me that, for example, I lost my train of thought just then. I'm 11 days out, I'm on 0 carbs. Just want to remind you that I'm not thinking very clearly. So, stay focused. So thank you so much for listening to my rant. And if you're watching this and you're comp prepping as a guy, you probably feel the same way. If you're a woman watching this and you're comp prepping, then you probably feel tired and you probably can relate to me on some level as well. I've got a friend of mine, kind of a friend of a friend. She's actually competing in a week and a half from now as well, and she broke down in tears. And then I spoke to my coach this morning. I had a training session this morning on 0 carbs. I had a leg day, and she was telling me about the same things. Women in particular that are going through comp prep will go through this emotional roller coaster more than men. Guys are more laid back, and that makes, I get it. I'm more laid back, and I've been feeling pretty amazing. Most times there are days where I'm tired. Like today, for example, I'm tired. Last night I did a posing session, practice session on my own. I didn't get home until 11:30 last night. I woke up at 5:30 this morning for a 6:45 training session with Penny this morning. So I'm getting increasingly tired. So I want to say I apologize that I have the same energy that I usually bring to my videos, but this is real. I'm getting more and more tired. So, if you like my other videos, subscribe. You probably don't like this one. It's not going to be nice. This is just how it is. All right. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video. If you don't like this video, you can hit the thumbs down. I get it. If you have any questions, ask in the comments below. If you want behind the scenes of everything I do, then I have Snapchats, add me on there as well. Thank you so much. Keep watching. Vlog 40 out for now. Have an awesome day.